Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies. This Photoshop job of the College Football 27 cover for this year is atrocious. Like, who made this? It's so bad.
This is the deluxe edition. So you have to pay extra to get Kurt Signetti on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're paying extra to get Kurt Signetti?
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
My name is Gary Parrish, speaking from the Built Ford Tough studio, FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I hope you're okay with the second place finish out in Las Vegas, because that's what the Grizzlies got, whether you're okay with it or not. 73 Tigers, 08 Tigers, 26 Summer Grizz. They'll all go down as awesome second place finishers. Bill Walton got us 4 years before I was born. Then Mario Chalmers, he got us 5 years after oldest son was born. This time it was Yaxel Lindenborg on a Sunday night in July. Where is Dane Danger when you need him? We'll talk Summer Grizz momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. When we finish this open, take a break, come back. 5 more things you need to know, at which point we'll discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, Spain 1, Argentina 0. So Lamine Yamal and the European champions are also Earth champions. The World Cup is over. Spain won it. We'll celebrate Pablo Picasso's country. We'll do that in about 25 minutes. The Miami Heat are surging in the betting markets as the favorites to land King LeBron James. I'll give you the latest numbers. We'll do that in the next segment. Caitlin Clark made history this weekend with the first ever 45-point 10-assist game the WNBA has ever witnessed. Unprecedented effort from the Indiana Fever guard. We'll spend a few minutes on the WNBA. We'll do that in just a bit. Jordan Clarkson and Travis Scott were reportedly involved in an incident this weekend in a nightclub in New York City. I'll tell you what TMZ says happened. Do that a little later on in the show. And as expected, the Odyssey had a huge opening weekend. Record numbers for a Christopher Nolan film. I know Bennett saw it, so I'm going to ask him about it. We're going to do that during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's Carryout, and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to. But I want to start in the Las Vegas Summer League, where the Summer Grizz concluded competition last night on campus. at UNLV. 30 franchises assembled teams in advance of this competition. They flew them all out to Las Vegas. By last night, only 2 remained in contention for the trophy. Summer Grizz, Summer Warriors. One team was led by a 19-year-old Cameron Boozer, who was the best player in college basketball last season while starring at Duke. The other team led by 23-year-old Yaxel Lindeborg, who was the second best player in college basketball last season, but the best on the best team, namely the national champion, Michigan Wolverines. Big stage was set. 4 10-minute quarters. A championship was within our grasp. Up 10 heading into the fourth. Up 12 at one point. But then Yaxel and the Summer Warriors went on a 25-9 run over a stretch of a little more than 7 minutes. Took control. And they secured another banner for the Chase Center in San Francisco. The final score was Summer Warriors 94, Summer Grizzlies 90. Runners up once again, 73 Tigers, 08 Tigers, 26 Summer Grizz. Big Bet Bennett, it's good to see you on a Monday morning.
Runners up 3 out of the last 4 years in Summer League, by the way. Just pointing that out. Or maybe it's 2 of the last 3. Either way, it's happened before.
Your thoughts on a fourth quarter collapse that cost us a championship?
I mean, yesterday was really painful for a lot of reasons. It's what happens when you ride with an underdog in the World Cup and attach, everything you own to Lionel Messi and company. But
you thought a 39-year-old was going to. You thought a 39-year-old was going to beat the best team in the world. That's okay. Interesting.
That's okay though, because I knew whatever happened, no matter how much it would financially cripple me, at least I had my Summer Grizz to look forward to in the championship game.
That's right.
And listen, man, I'm not going to sit here today and do the. Oh, well, it's just Summer League. I mean, it's just like, who cares? It's just Summer League. I'm not going to do that because
I was pacing around my house.
I think I said in this show on Friday, it said, nah, bro, this is the NBA Finals to me. Like I'm ready for this. I'm fired up for this. We're going for it. We're going for it. Let's go for it.
We're going to go for it. Let's go for it.
Let's go. Let's go. Everybody's playing good. Let's go.
If we're going to compete, let's win.
So I can't come in here on Monday morning and do the whole, oh, it's just Summer League. It's no big deal. They'll be fine. I can't do that. It hurt. This one hurt.
I paced my house.
Yeah, this one hurt. I did. Obviously, I consumed all of Yaxel's post-game comments after the game.
That young man has quite a mouth on him.
He had a lot to say. I'm sure we'll get to. But just as far as like our guys, yeah, I mean, they had it and they just collapsed down the stretch of that game. There was definitely some questionable calls late. I'm sure we'll talk about, but yeah, they had it and they let go of the rope down the stretch.
Let it slip away.
Yeah.
Championship was within grasp.
Yeah.
Let it slip away. It was disappointing on like some very I don't
care.
Put it on whatever level you want to put it on.
Once October, I'll forget this ever happened once October rolls around. Don't get it twisted, but like right now it hurts.
Oh, I'm going to forget this ever happened. Just give me like another, I don't know, hour 40 or so.
All right.
That's all I'm going to need.
All right.
You give me like another hour 40, I'm done with this thing.
Okay.
All right? But in the moment, it was like disappointing in the moment because like I was telling Jess earlier, she was like, were you disappointed? And I was like, in the sense that you just miss out on the opportunity to come in here on a Monday morning and be like, design the banner and hang it right there and play all those games.
Right.
So just disappointing in that it changed the show I was going to do. But big picture, no, it's not a big deal. But when you got a 12-point lead in a championship game, you'd like to just hold on to it.
Yeah.
And get the trophy at the end and not allow Yaxel Lindeborg to run his big mouth.
Well, I think that was the thing.
He's got quite a mouth on him, that young man.
It definitely added to the whole thing. Like, I think this would feel completely different if this game was against, a Warriors team that had a bunch of guys and there wasn't any, history or anything. You know what I mean? Like, it was just you're playing another team in the Summer League Championship, but you don't really, your guys have never played against these guys. Well, Cam Boozer and Yaxel have history. Frankly, the city of Memphis and Yaxel have history. Yes. It did add something to this game, having him on the other side of it leading the Warriors.
Because before he was a Warrior, he was a Wolverine.
Yeah.
But before he was a Wolverine, He was a Blazer.
That's right.
He has battled for bones.
He absolutely has. He didn't win them, but he's battled for them.
Dane Danger came out of there with them bones.
He didn't. We needed Dane Danger last night.
Why not sign him to a one-day? Why not sign Dane Danger to a one-day?
We needed Dane Danger.
Just to get into Yaxel's head.
That's right.
We don't even have to play him. Just let him show up.
That's right. Just stare at Dane.
You know,
listen, we're going to give you a one-day contract, and we're going to put you on the summer league team. You're just going to sit right there, and you're going to stare at him.
That's it.
The entire time.
Don't
ever look away.
You know, like in Godfather 2, old buddy gets up on the stand.
Yeah.
And then the other buddy is like just sitting out in the, he just sitting out there, and he just sitting. He just walks in, and he just sits there, and he just looks at him. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to say anything. He just looks at him, and the guy on the stand, he knows, all right, I can't say nothing. This is over. Mm-hmm. I got it. I understand what's going on now. This is over, right? That's where we need a Dane Danger. Don't even need him to play. Just walk in the building and just be present.
Right.
Be present. Because here's one thing I never seen. I seen a lot of stuff. I seen Yaxel Lindenborg dominate the Big Ten. I seen him win Big Ten Player of the Year. I seen him get injured in the Final Four, bounce back, and help Michigan win a national championship. I've obviously seen him do good things since he put on a Warriors uniform. He won another championship last night. Say what you want to about the man and his age, but he's collecting trophies. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of stuff. I'll tell you what I never seen? I never seen him flourish when Dane Danger's in the room.
I haven't either. Not once.
Put Dane Danger in the room, and you get a different Yaxel Lindenborg. You know how they say that? Like, Chet Holmgren's fine. Chet Holmgren's fine. You'd like to have your Chet Holmgren.
Yep.
Up until Wemby walks in the room.
Right.
Then you got a problem.
Yep.
Then you got a Chet Holmgren with a Wemby problem. And that ain't the kind of Chet Holmgren you want. Same thing here. I've seen Yaxel do a lot of great stuff, but never with Dane Danger in the room. Should have put him on a one-day. I'm not here to question the front office.
He's not part of our future plans.
I'm not here to question the front office. Had an amazing draft, collected all those assets, got the future face. I'm not here to question the front office. But Dane Danger on a one-day could have changed things.
It might could have. Yaxel's going to fit right in with those Warriors. I mean, that just works out perfectly.
He's either going to fit right in with them, or Draymond's going to punch him, and Steph's just going to roll his eyes at him all the time.
No.
In fact, I predict at least one of those things happens. Either you're going to have a camera of this, you're going to have a camera in the middle of a Warriors game of Steph going. It's going to be on Yaxel. He'll be in a huddle talking, and you'll see Steph go like this. Okay, you'll see that. Or it'll just be like Draymond punched him. I predict at least one of those things, possibly two, will happen.
I think, to his credit, I think he's going to fit in pretty good there for multiple reasons. I think he's going to help them, and just like it's just another hateable dude on the Warriors. Like, it works out good for us. And they'll probably, they'll probably have some success this year. We'll see. But it's that's going to be fun.
He said the Grizzlies' butts got tight.
He said the Grizzlies' butts got tight. He also said...
Let's stop here for a second.
Yeah.
Do you think the Grizzlies' butts got tight?
I didn't necessarily think that.
I
thought they were turning the ball over.
I think they just started missing some shots and giving the ball away a little bit, but I didn't think it had anything to do with their butts.
I didn't feel that either. I just thought that they turned the ball over down the stretch and missed some shots. Yeah,
I saw issues that needed to be addressed, but not with the butts, I didn't think.
I didn't think so either, so I didn't like that one. He also said that every time, he said, I think about when Ben Golliver asked him about playing against Cam Boozer, he said, I think about revenge every time I play him. Every game we play, them refs be saving him. It's a competitive nature with everybody that gets drafted ahead of me. Okay, first off, I've heard other people say this today. You cannot say that when the refs absolutely bailed you out, giving you a timeout with under a minute left, when Cam Boozer stripped the ball from you and scored, bro. Like that, you cannot talk about how the refs are saving you. Literally, the Grizzlies should have had the lead with under a minute left in that game, but the refs gave him a phantom timeout for some reason. So I don't know about that quote. That one is a little much for me.
I just like the idea that he just says this stuff. He just says stuff all the time that you go, I don't know why he said that.
That one I did not get. Plus, you won the national championship, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
He said the Grizzlies' butts, quote, puckered up.
Yep.
He said, some of us are built for the moment and some aren't.
You have to give it to him because he's holding the MVP trophy.
What are you gonna do?
He's
You
getting
can't
the
argue
ring.
with it.
I mean, I'm looking at his picture with the trophy and the MVP.
What are you going to say?
MVP trophy.
What are you going to say to him?
There's nothing you could say. You have to just take that one. It's a little much. It's a little much, but you just got to take it.
Oh, he's going to irritate Steph Curry so much.
Me.
He's going to irritate you and Steph Curry.
He's going to irritate me.
Sometimes you see this in just random moments, like when Travis Kelce starts chugging beers or screaming, you got to fight for your right to party, or, being Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
You'll see Taylor Swift very obviously get uncomfortable. She's just sitting there like, that's my honey,
Yeah.
but it's like, like that a little bit. Steph's going to have that with Yaxel every other day.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be like, it's just Yaxel being Yaxel. But he's going to be like, man, you are agitating me to death. You're just irritating me. Can you just shut up for a minute? Can you just shut up for a minute? Can you just stop? You don't have to give the most colorful quote to every question that is asked. Even they even ask him about, like, what's your role going to be? Even before he's even played anything. And he's like, I assume I'll be starting, but I guess that'll be up to Steve. It's just... I guess I'll be starting, but I guess I'll talk to Steve. He's just very comfortable already.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I like it or whether it would drive me crazy. I think from my perspective, just sitting here with no strings attached, I kind of just I chuckle at it. But he's gonna agitate Steph Curry real bad, and Draymond might punch him.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't think Draymond will punch him. You know why? Because he's big and strong.
At least it does add something to, we don't know how much longer Steph and Draymond going to be doing this with the Warriors. And so it does at least we hate the Warriors here. So it does give us something to continue that rivalry down, for years to come. Depending on how long Yaxel's there too.
I can't wait till they ask LeBron why he picked the Miami Heat. He's like, I was going to go do the Steph Draymond thing.
Did you watch Summer League?
But like this Yaxel dude is just, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't sit next to him all day, imagine riding on a plane with this guy. It was part of the pre-draft process.
I remember you talking about this.
His personality was something that came up during the pre-draft process. Like the Thunder are reportedly very into, personality tests and making sure they're not just trying to figure out if you can dribble past shoot. They're trying to figure out if you can dribble past shoot, move a certain way, measure a certain way, and also fit in perfectly with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know you can play with them. Can you be with them? Are you going to enhance our locker room or make it more complicated? Like, they invest in that in a way I'm told, at least, no other franchise does. And if you care about stuff like that, and you should, and every franchise I think at this point does, his personality was maybe a negative in the pre-draft process. Like, yeah, he's big and strong and he can, switch 1 through 5 maybe, but he's also just going to drive you crazy a little bit. He's just like, it won't be anything bad. It'll just be like, stop for a second. And don't we all have friends like that?
Oh, yeah.
Just calm down. Just stop for a second. Just stop. I've got friends like that. I can picture them right now.
Yep. I can picture it happening. Yep.
Where I'm just like, hey, that's enough. Like,
this is too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's enough. Everybody's having a good time. Why are you trying to take it to another level? Why are you standing on top of the couch?
Yeah.
Like, why are you yelling right now? Just take it down a notch. Like, we all got people like that. And he seems to be one of those people. Like, I feel like if I were out to dinner with Yaxel Lindenborg at some point, I'd be like, I just wish you'd take a break, I just wish you'd take a break. But he can play basketball.
He sure can.
And he got a nice little trophy last night. And to circle back to what does it mean for the Grizzlies? Not much. Once you're in it, you want to win it. Once you're up 12, you want to win it. Once you're up 12 against Yaxel, you want to win it so that he can't talk about your buttholes.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
But big picture, like, all right, Summer League's over. How do we feel? You have these sort of moments with any sort of franchise where you go, okay, where are we at now? All right, draft is done. How do we feel? Felt good.
Yep.
Okay. Summer League we got to look at it. How do we feel? Feel good. I think if you're Washington, you feel great. If you're Utah, you're like, okay. If you're the Bulls, you're thrilled. And if you're the Grizzlies, it's like we got exactly what we wanted and we got exactly what we needed. And he went out to Las Vegas and performed exactly as we expected. Of the top 4 picks, all of whom were terrific. And I believe this is the first time in Summer League history that all top 4 picks average at least 20 points in Summer League. Or that was true going into the championship game. And then I think Boozer's numbers came down a little bit. But he still finished averaging 18 points per contest on 13 shots per game. Drew Hill got all the numbers for you, dailymemphian.com. He grabbed 7 or more rebounds in 6 of his 8 games and had an average floor impact counter, which is, as Drew explains, a composite box score, a statistic that attempts to measure a player's overall game impact. It was higher than everybody else's in the summers, other than A.J. DeBonce's. So efficient, won all the stuff you hear about it. Didn't win the trophy, but was obviously close to it. And like I told Jess earlier, I like the idea that Cedric Howard and Cameron Boozer are going to be 2 of the most important, if not the most important pieces moving forward. And they spent a couple of weeks, first in Utah and then in Las Vegas, setting a culture for this team. We're on a court. This is going to matter. We're in a game. We're going to compete. If we're playing, we're going to play hard. If the ball's in the air, we're going to try to grab it. Hey, off day. You can take it if you want to, but we're going to be in the gym. Do whichever you want to do. Different team, different players. Off day in Las Vegas might be an off day in Las Vegas. But by all accounts for the Grizzlies, it was still a day where they were prepping, team building, working, all good stuff. Like we've said a million times, when the franchise decides to move forward, reset everything, including the culture, you don't do that with a social media account. You don't do that with phrases on walls. You don't do it in a brainstorming session. You don't do it with meetings. You don't sit down with a group of people and say, this is what we expect from you. This is what you have to do. Unless it comes naturally to them, you're begging people to do things that it's going to be hard to get them to do it. This is in all walks of life. People are just wired differently. Some of my strengths are other people's shortcomings, vice versa. The way you change that culture, the way you move forward, is you sign to that culture. You draft to that culture. You don't have to tell Cameron Boozer what to do, where to be, what not to do. Instead, Coward seems to be cut from the same cloth. And when the 2 most important players, or at least 2 of the most important players, are wired in that way, then everybody else just follows them. And that's what's happening right now. By all accounts, that's what's happening right now. The leaders are emerging, and everybody else seems to be following. I can't promise you it's going to result in 45 wins next season. This is going to be a young, inexperienced team whose best player might be 19 years old. It's hard in this league when your best player is 19-year-old, or when you even have a 19-year-old in your starting lineup. It can be hard. So I can't promise you how many wins it's going to produce in 2026, 27. But moving forward, if those guys are the future, I think the future's bright. It certainly feels that way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I'm sure those guys are disappointed today. We're obviously bummed that they weren't able to get the Summer League trophy. But yeah, I mean, I agree with what you said. Like, I think just the overall experience, them going for it, wanting to win, wanting to be together through this long process, like you said, multiple weeks. I think it's super beneficial for them going forward. And I think we saw, like, especially these last couple games from said and Cam together, like that's something to really hang on to, like going forward into the season.
Especially said last night, and as it unfolded, got better. He clearly got better.
For sure.
And I think by his own acknowledgement, he was pushing a little bit, pressing a little bit. Once he settled in, he became the dominant first-team all-rookie guy that he was. He was really good. And Cameron Boozer obviously was really good. And absolutely, I wasn't insistent that they needed to push it and try to go win a championship, because I understand all of the reasons that you wouldn't. In fact, at one point, first couple of days in Vegas, I was sitting with somebody who I know is tight with Zach Kleiman. Like I just know that Zach and this person communicate. And I was like, I think they might try to go win the whole thing. And this person was like, I don't think that's important to Zach. I don't. And I was like, okay, well, you might know better than I was like, but I get the sense that they might try to win the whole thing. And so my point is, with a different roster, they might not have. This person who I know was close with Zach Kleiman was like, I don't think that's what Zach would prioritize. But clearly they did prioritize it at some point. Why? I bet you part of the answer is that Cameron Boozer and Cedric Howard wanted to do it.
Yes.
I bet you that was part of it. They wanted, let's go do this. Let's set the culture of winning by winning. And beyond all that, so once you decide to do it, I'm on board. I'm like, all right, let's go do it. I don't know that that's what I would do, but I do think it's what I would do if my two best players wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. If I think that's 40% of my starting lineup and 90% of my culture, if they want to do it, I think I'd let them. So you go for it. But the other, then you start looking at other byproducts that can be positives. And here's one. You ready? In the most simplest way. The simplest way. This is a business. That's a big arena. You got to fill it up. Mm. Well, what's the best way to fill up a building? Or at least get people in a position to want to be there. Get them excited.
Yep.
We've spent a couple of weeks getting excited because we got to see it. If last night it was a Grizzlies Summer League game, but Cameron Boozer, Cedric Howard aren't playing, there's a percentage of Grizzlies fans don't even turn that on. Mm. But because, hey, the rookie's playing, the reigning National Player of the Year is playing, Cedric Howard's playing, other lottery pick, first-team all-rookie, they're playing. People turned it on. It was on in my house. And so you know what I got? A little 9-year-old running around talking about, when are you going to give me a Cameron Boozer jersey? Because now he's fired up. He's watching, it's middle of July, but he's watching Cameron Boozer and Cedric Howard. And guess what? Once October gets here, same dudes he's going to be watching in real Grizzlies uniforms, in real regular season games. So these are like commercials. Hey, Grizzlies fans, I know this thing went the wrong way for a variety of reasons, but we're moving forward, and this is what's next, and it's on TV tonight. Get excited. All of this has been a reason to get excited about the upcoming season. Like, I'm more excited than I otherwise would be because we've got to see what we got to see over the past few weeks. I think that matters. I don't think it'll result in 10,000 new season ticket holders, but it's got to matter on some level. It's a good thing, not a bad one.
Absolutely. My kid asked for a Cam Boozer jersey too.
Oh,
that warmed my heart.
Yeah.
I was like, it's gonna be all right, son.
Because
it's gonna be all right.
Well, like for the first time ever, like my kids have started, their eyes are wandering a little bit. Mm. Like I've noticed this. My kid walking around in a Fernando Tatis jersey. All right, that's a Padres jersey, and then. Only because Oliver met Darren Peterson at the Final Four, and only because we were flying to California and Kelly and the boys had to connect in Salt Lake City, and they were in a gift shop in the airport, and he had just met Darren Peterson, and there was a Jazz shirt there. He got a Jazz shirt.
Yeah.
But I got a 12-year-old now walking around in a Utah Jazz shirt.
That happens. Kids like gear.
I know, but my kids... For the first 9 and 12 years of their life, it was mostly just Mets gear and Grizzlies gear.
Yeah.
But now the Mets stink, and their best player is an Oriole.
That's right.
I mean, I just saw Noah out there with
Did you see this jersey?
I mean, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
He had a little Pete Alonso Orioles jersey. So that Pete Alonso was my kid's favorite baseball player, but now he plays for your favorite team. Now your kid's wearing a Pete Alonso jersey.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have nothing no more. I mean, we love Juan Soto, and we think we love Francisco Lindor, but the team stinks. So now their eyes are wondering, and my son's asking me for a Fernando Tatis Jr. jersey. All right.
He's a great player. He's fun.
He is fun. And then the Grizzlies thing, I ain't got to tell you about that. I mean, I can't tell you how many Morant and Jackson and Bain jerseys we got. But those are collectibles now. So we need new things to get excited about. And this is it. This is what we're doing. We got to get back on track.
Yeah.
I don't want my boys walking around in a Con Knipple jersey. I'm going to look up one day. They're going to be I look up, wonder what happened. One day
we got our guy.
One day your kid's in a John Morant 12. Next day he's walking around in a Con Knipple. What happened? What happened? We got new jerseys on the way.
Yes, we do.
Number 27.
Let's get it.
How many times are people going to ask Cameron Boozer why he picked number 27?
Oh, buddy.
Just stop it. He said that he's told the story 70 times.
Okay. They did. I knew how that sideline interview was going to go the second they put a headset on him, because he did, like, they're playing for the championship in the summer league, obviously taking this very seriously. And like we've seen Cam, Cam's a serious dude. Like, he's serious about this game of basketball, which I love. But I knew when they put a headset on him last night during the middle of that Summer League championship game, he was not going to give them what they wanted.
If he ever becomes a Major League Baseball All-Star, you're not going to want to mic him up in the middle of the All-Star game because he does not have time for it.
That's just bad timing. You can't. I know that you're trying to be creative because it's Summer League and you're trying to fill time in a long broadcast where a lot of the players you don't really know a lot about, in fairness. So I get that, but like, dude, when he's like about to, he checked in the game right after that, and so it's like, that's just bad timing.
Here's the problem: they don't want to do it, so you're just making, you're creating a moment that nobody wants,
right?
So like, as a below average sideline reporter, like I have to do those sometimes, and it's just like, I know you don't want to talk to me, which makes it where I don't really want to be talking to you. And so why are we doing this exactly? What are we getting out of this exactly? It's not my call. I do it. If they do it, I do it. And if they say don't do it, I don't do it. But I've never argued about it. But I wonder sometimes, like, what are we gaining from this? As opposed to just bothering the coach, bothering the player, and putting the sideline reporter in a awkward situation where you're asking somebody questions with the understanding that they don't want to be talking to you in that moment. And so the sideline reporter last night was like, so number 27, why'd you wear number 27? It's like, we've been over this, like, since the moment he said he was wearing number 27. Somebody, like, in that moment, somebody said, why? And he was like, it's my mom's number. It's the number my mom wore. I feel like I've heard him say it 7 times. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, just something I know. But he was like, he was so mad. She was like, so why you got a number 27? He was like, my mom's number.
Yeah, he was not feeling that.
When in reality, it's like, if you want to know the truth, real true truth, why are you wearing number 27? Because John Morant was wearing number 12. And I didn't want to walk right into that thing. All right. Let's get back to the game.
And they did.
Hey, he doesn't have to be the best in-game interview. He just has to be the best in-game player.
In fact, I don't even need him doing in-game interviews. I'm good on that.
We can let Cedric Coward handle that stuff.
Sure.
We can let Cedric Coward and Javon Small handle our in-game interviews. We just need him to be the best in-game player.
Yep.
And more often than not, he is.
Yeah, I'm very excited about him.
All right. Hey, it was a missed opportunity. I thought July 19th, 2026 was going to go down in history.
I wanted that banner in here. You want to get a runner-up banner? No.
And I'm not going to celebrate second place.
Yeah, no.
I can't.
I don't want to either.
I don't want to set. I don't want that.
We don't want to set that precedent. No,
I don't want that to be the standard. I don't want Cameron Boozer and Cedric Coward to walk in here one day and
see that. Why did you make this?
I don't want them. I don't want them to walk in here and be like, and to think, oh, okay, I guess second place is good enough. No. I don't want them to think that. I wouldn't be doing my part. I've been here longer than both of them. Okay, I wouldn't be doing my part if I created a scenario where it made them feel like second place is good enough.
Right.
I'm not mad at them, nor am I disappointed, but I don't want to suggest to them in any way that second place is good enough.
I don't either.
And I think raising a banner in here would suggest to them second place is good enough. I don't want them to. They're too young to have me, impressing them in that way.
Yeah.
They're too young.
Yeah.
They're too young. Yeah. They're too young to think second place is okay. And I don't want to play a role in that.
I don't either.
So we will not raise a banner. But I thought yesterday, it'd be one of those things like you sitting around and you'd be like, July 19th, 2026, and everybody would go, of course, I know what that was. That's the day Lamine Yamal, 19 years old, won a World Cup championship, and Cameron Boozer, 19 years old, won a Summer League championship. July 19th, 2026. Remember it like it was yesterday. I thought that was going to be a thing for the rest of our lives. Nope.
No.
Squandered a 12-point lead. It's okay. It's okay.
It's all good.
Okay. Spain won. Argentina nil.
Ooh.
World Cup final yesterday afternoon. East Rutherford, New Jersey, in the shadows of New York City. It was an electrifying soccer match, even though only one of the teams ever even really came close to scoring for much of the match. Argentina had a difficult time getting shots.
Yeah.
Period, but also shots on goal. It was a rough stretch for the reigning world champions. They are no more. Pablo Picasso's country is now both the European champion and the world champion. Congrats to Spain. We'll talk World Cup next. Gary Parrish Show presented by Ortho South.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Everybody says about you, they're like, he wins at every level, right? He won in high school, he won in AAU, he won in college. Just explain to me how. Like, what is winning basketball?
I mean, I think it's just showing up every day. You know, I don't cheat the game. I show up at work, I have high energy, great coaching. First and foremost, I've always been surrounded by great coaches and players who really want to buy in and win. People talk about my winning, but you can't do that without a team.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled. And Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more, orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org. Now I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
Congratulations to Spain.
Yeah.
They did it. Fresh off of a European championship, they come to America and dominate the World Cup. Only allow 1 goal the entire event. 1-0 victory over Argentina in the final. Lamine Yamal, the 19-year-old phenom, has his first World Cup title before the age of 20. Spain, it sounds like, cost Bennett Doyle money. Is that what happened?
Oh, yeah, I might never financially recover. That's fine.
You got involved with a 39-year-old against the best team in the world.
We'll get
I
over
guess
it.
anytime you can bet on a 39-year-old against the best team in the world, got to do that.
Yeah. It's it'll be okay. It'll all be all right.
How did you feel when you started to realize Argentina can't even get a shot off?
Not great.
That was tough.
Yeah, I feel like pretty early on I was like, oh boy,
Let me.
this is rough.
So, they played 90 minutes.
Yes.
Right. Then they got to play another 15.
Yep.
And they got to play another 15.
Uh-huh.
So you can add all that up.
Yep.
That entire.
Were you gonna tell me about the one shot they got off?
That entire time, I basically was like this the entire time. I just sort of like this, or like I would do this sometimes.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'd lay down for a minute, and then I go back to this one a little bit, the whole time. And when it was all over, I had the exact same number of shots on goal as Argentina, the entire team. And they were like running around trying. They had shin guards on and stuff. Isn't that crazy?
Man,
I was like this, and Messi was running around, and at the end of it, we ended up with the exact same amount of shots on goal. And that's also true with me and every one of his teammates. Mm-hmm. These idiots out there running around can't get one shot on goal, not one. You know what that means? It means Spain didn't even need a goalie. It means Spain would have won without a goalie.
Man, and I thought Argentina's goalie was awesome. He was great in that game.
He was, but there's only so much you can do.
Well, when your teammates get like awful penalties at the very end of the game and just give it away.
What was that fella doing?
I don't know, dude. And that was it. Like, you knew as soon as that happened, it was like, well, that's it.
That's it. It's just a matter of time. It felt like it.
Yes.
And like Argentina was just trying to get to PKs.
Yes.
And you couldn't get there.
No, you're
just never going to get there once you're there. You already. Like, Spain's already controlling the entire game.
Right.
And now you got to play them a man down? Nah.
No,
you're done. You're done.
No chance.
You're cooked.
No, it was.
Except Argentina still had a chance late.
They did, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't on goal, but it was like,
yep.
There was multiple opportunities late where it was like, but 0 shots on goal, rough performance. And I don't know how I ended up. I ended up on one of the ESPN coverages of like post-match coverage.
Yeah.
And it was all these European guys talking. And it wasn't like the Fox crew. It was like an ESPN crew, but a studio crew. And they were hilarious talking about Argentina. Like, you just don't hear. I guess maybe the inside the NBA guys will say stuff like this. Like maybe Charles Barkley will say something like, that basketball player's stupid.
Yeah, right.
But these guys were like, Argentina is stupid. Like, they don't have a brain in their head. I was like, gee, this seems harsh. But they were really questioning their intelligence with the way they performed on the pitch. Seemed to show a lack of intelligence. That's what these fellas were saying.
I mean, and they would obviously know way more than I did. I mean,
if they say they look dumb, they probably so.
I felt like within the first few minutes of that game, it was just like crystal clear, like they're not going to be able to score. Like, that Spain defense has been amazing this entire World Cup, and they are just every time a player from Argentina touched a ball, there was a player from Spain like right up on them. They had no room to move at all. It was really impressive to watch. I agree, like it was, because there's just not a lot of action, but it was.
I had a blast.
I had a blast too.
I had a blast watching it. My complaint wasn't anything about the quality of football on the pitch, or Argentina's inability to get a late equalizer. I won't get to say any of these phrases for like another 4 years.
No, get them out. Yeah,
just get them out. I wasn't frustrated with any of that, but it did become clear quickly. These are two different caliber of football teams.
I mean, we had some folks over to watch it, and like, first off, I'm desperate, and so every time like Messi. I'm just screaming. I'm like, get Messi the ball now. And it's like, they can't.
He didn't even touch the ball for a lot of it.
He would touch the ball at like damn near midfield, and I would be like, just kick it, Messi. Like pleading.
It's tough. I had a blast watching it. Halftime show?
Yeah, that was fun. That was good. Was some of it pre-taped or was the whole thing live?
Felt like the whole thing was live.
Okay, the BTS portion of it, when they did Dynamite, I was like, it doesn't look like anyone in the crowd behind them is moving. I couldn't tell if that was an AI
I felt like the whole thing was. I was confused.
Bieber was for sure live.
Well, of course. I thought at the beginning maybe Madonna was taped because it was dark, but then you find out she's like in the bowels of the stadium.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
So that's why. And then she came out on the stadium. So I guess Madonna was live. Whether she was singing live or not, that's up for debate, I guess. But I think she was live. And then Shakira was definitely live. And Justin Bieber was definitely live. And he was great. He's great.
That was a good show.
Justin Bieber's great. You're anti-Justin Bieber?
I'm not anti. My wife likes him.
I just think not everybody could do that, what he was asked to do right there, and just pull it off where everybody goes, oh, he's great. He's just really good. He's good at that.
Yeah.
Like he would be great Super Bowl halftime. In fact, I assume he'll do it.
I bet he'll do it one day.
Yeah.
I could see
but
that.
I thought he was great. Halftime show was good. Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah, Matt Damon was there. What timing?
And then but did you see what happened?
What?
They misidentified Matt Damon. Imagine having the biggest movie in the world and you still get.
What'd they say?
They said, and there's Brad Pitt. In fairness,
Brad Pitt had been at the World Cup.
In fairness, and this picture of Matt Damon, I could sort of see, like, if you squint, like you can maybe get it confused with Brad Pitt. I get it. And so on one hand, humbling experience, biggest film of the world, they don't even get your name right. On the other hand, is it the worst thing in the world to have people think you look like Brad Pitt? We should all be so lucky. Nobody's ever said that to me.
Yeah, but I mean, in his own right, he's Matt Damon. Like he's had his moments.
Okay, who would you
He's
rather?
having a moment.
Okay, who would you rather look?
Who would you rather? I don't think I want to play this game.
At peak of powers, who would you rather look like, Brad Pitt or Matt Damon? I think it's Brad Pitt. Come on.
At peak of powers?
It's clear.
I mean,
It's
dude,
Brad
that's
Pitt.
Jason Bourne, bro.
I
Like,
got it.
yeah, it's.
I got it, but you would rather listen. I would take you. I would love to look like either one of them. Okay, but I would rather look like Brad Pitt at Brad Pitt's best. I don't think that's crazy. You think that's crazy?
I accept.
You think that's even controversial?
No.
I don't even think it's controversial.
No, I think.
Brad Pitt is a forever sex symbol. Matt Damon's not a sex symbol, is he? Do you find Matt Damon sexy?
I mean, you're asking the wrong guy, but.
Do you find Brad Pitt sexy? Of course. Brad Pitt's sexy. He just is.
I'm not saying that.
You're not one of his kids that disowns him, so you can call him sexy. You don't know him.
I'm not going to do that.
He's probably never,
If you ask me if I
attacked you on a
would
plane.
rather look like Pete, Brad, or Pete, Matt,
That's what I'm
I'll
asking.
say
That is what I'm
Brad. I'll
asking
say
you.
Brad. I'll say
That's
Brad.
all I'm asking.
Okay.
Do you think Matt Damon's sexy? I don't think Matt Damon's sexy. I think Matt Damon is accomplished and awesome, and I would like to look like him, but I don't find him sexy. Not like Brad Pitt.
He's my hero. It's Odysseus, bro.
I know.
That's Jason Bourne.
Sometimes they tell me I look like Mick Cronin. I would love for somebody to say I look like Brad Pitt or Matt Damon, frankly.
Me too.
I don't get that at all.
No.
I either get Mick Cronin or a penis.
Damn.
If I was at the World Cup and they put the camera on me, they'd be like, and there's a penis.
That would suck.
There's a penis. I'd be like, man, you call Matt Damon Brad Pitt. The best you could do for me is penis head.
Dang.
It's tough out there, man.
Yeah. It's tough out there.
I thought the Fox crew made a good point after the match. It was like, Spain's been right in front of you the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, they've been the best team the whole time. They score and can't be scored on the whole time. And yet, so then why did it take us till now to be like, oh, yeah, they're clearly the best? It's been obvious for a while. And it's like, why? Because we got caught up in the stars.
Yes.
Mbappe, Haaland, Messi.
Yeah.
They were all delivering, and it was like, star this,
Yeah.
star that.
Even England's got star guys with Bellingham and Harry Kane.
Who's Spain's star? Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
He was not a star in this tournament. He is a star, but he was not a star in the tournament. So Spain was the best team, but their star wasn't a star in this tournament. So we were all looking over here at the stars. because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look up at the end, it's like, oh, yeah, they're the best.
Yeah.
Why weren't we paying more attention to them along the way?
Stupid Americans just ruining the World Cup.
Because we didn't.
We always love the bright, shiny thing.
We didn't appreciate the football in front of us.
That's right.
We like the big, tall guy from Norway carrying around a dead raccoon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We were focused on stars, and there was Spain the whole time, right in front of us as the best team in the world.
Yeah. By the way, you watch that. It's because we've talked about it so much over the past couple weeks. You do watch that match yesterday and say, we're just never going to get there.
Well, they had the commercial.
We're just never
Did you see the commercial at the end? There's a little American kid, and he's like, I know you think we're never going to play in this game. And I'm like, yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I know we're not.
Yeah, we're not.
I mean, a lot would have to change.
And it's not, it's like it has to change at the foundational
like right now with like
level.
with like a 6-year-old. Yes.
I mean, it has to change in Collierville.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. The change starts in Collierville.
Yeah.
And DeSoto County. That's where the change starts.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, when it comes to Lamine Yamal, there's this great 60-minute piece on him. And it's like they found him at 6 years old, and they take him to Barcelona. At 6, they found him. And when you're 6 in America, you know what happened? You go to a tryout.
Yep.
Your mom and dad, if they have disposable income, take you to a tryout. And you probably have to pay money just to try out. Mm-hmm. And then if you make the team, I hope your mom and dad really got some money, because it might cost you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You price you price so much of the talent out of it. The biggest misconception about American soccer is that we have an athleticism problem. First off, we have like 340 million people. You could take 5% of our best athletes in our country and say, you guys are doing nothing but playing basketball, and we still got more athletes than every other country. We don't have an athleticism problem. We have a development problem and a skill problem. It's got nothing to do with athleticism. Lionel Messi looks like me. Mm-hmm. He's just quicker and, I mean, I don't mean that to say Lionel Messi looks like me. He looks like Brad Pitt probably, but you know what I mean? Like physically, he run around looking like LeBron James.
Right.
Or Aaron Donald. He looks more like me. If you saw him walking down the street, you'd be like, there's a little guy walking down the street. He's not physically overwhelming anybody. He's overwhelming people with his mind, his creativity, sure, his feet and all that stuff, speed, but it's just skill and mind. So at 6 years old in this country, we just price everybody out. But if there's a 6-year-old Lamine Yamal running around, they go find him and then they bring him. It doesn't matter what his mom does for a living, dad does for a living. We don't need any money from you ever. Just let us have your son. And we're going to take him and put him in a place we got 12 other ones just like him. And we're going to work and train, work and train, work and train, work and train. But in America, they practice twice and then they go play tournaments every weekend. Yeah. That's why we're not good. Mm. While we're playing in tournaments, trying to get a ring or a medal or a trophy, they're just training. They're just training. Maybe they only have 30 million, 50 million, in some cases 4 million, whatever the population is. But from border to border, they take their best, bring them to a place, and develop. You know what we do? We, in little communities, take our best that have money to play, ask their parents to drive them an hour or more every weekend to sit and watch tournaments all day long so that, some tournament organizer can make $15 a head, parents and brothers and sisters coming in the gate. Well, got to eat. All right. Hot dogs are $5, hamburgers are $7. It's a big business.
Yeah.
Our youth sports in our country is a business, not a developmental model. It's a business. And too many people the people you were asked to change it are the people making millions of dollars off of it. So what is their incentive to change it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's the same thing as anything else. We should change the healthcare system. But the people with the power to do it are making a lot of money off of it, or at least they're bought and paid for. So we don't change the healthcare system in any sort of meaningful way. Everybody agrees it's awful. Everybody. You get sick, you got a good job, you still like. Everybody agrees it's awful, but we won't fix it. Everybody agrees the way we are developing youth, everything's in this country is awful. But to fix it, you've got to be able to punt on the money. You got to punt on the business. So I know, because I see this sometimes on social media, people will say, well, then if the way we do everything is bad, then why are we still the best at basketball? Well, because we care about it more than anybody else. And it's becoming increasingly clear we might not be the best at that much longer, given what's going on in France and other European countries. But we are still. Why? Because we've been doing it longer and we care about it more. What is the one sport in the world that everybody actually cares about and attacks the way we attack baseball, basketball, football, everything else? What is the one sport in the world everybody takes seriously? Soccer. Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's the one we can't dominate in because we don't do it the right way. Our model, we have such an advantage in these other sports, either because we've been doing it longer or they don't even care about it at all, that our models are good enough to still be the best in most other sports. But in this one, where they've cared about it longer than us, they've shown us how to do it. That's the other thing. We don't even have to come up with a plan. How do we become a better soccer nation? Just do what these European soccer nations do. We don't have to invent a new. It's there. Just take the blueprint, follow it. But to follow it, it shuts down all this club soccer stuff. Mm. Or at least it diminishes it, changes it. You do it, you're taking a $1 billion industry and slashing it. So we don't do it. And so we'll continue. You ready for this? In 4 years, we'll get excited. And then we'll get knocked out in the round of 16. Maybe in the last 8. But we will always hit a wall until we change, until the way youth sports is done in America, particularly in soccer, we will always hit a wall when we run into one of these countries that just does. They just do it a different way. They do it. If Lamine Yamal was born in America, he'd be playing for his parent. If his parents had money, he would be playing for a little club team in his community. We're getting better at it, but it's still far behind what the European countries do.
Because you watched that yesterday, and it's just like, you can't make one mistake. Like, the one mistake did Argentina in. The one mistake did them in. It's like you have to play a perfect game. Yeah. And we obviously aren't there at this point.
No, and we won't be there in 4 years. Yeah. We will not be. Bro, I'm about to turn 50. They've been saying this shit about American soccer is right around the corner since I was a kid. My generation was supposed to be the generation that changes all of it. Well, you see now all these little kids. Like when I'm 6 years old, it's like, oh, you see all these little kids? Now everybody's playing soccer. Kids are playing soccer more now than they play anything. So just let this generation grow up, and then it's over for the rest of the world. That was 50 years ago. Nothing's changed, except some club soccer owners have gotten wealthy, and a bunch of parents spent a bunch of money traveling around the country watching their kids play in soccer tournaments. But big picture, have we gotten actually noticeably show me the accomplishments better in the sport? Not really. Not really. And we won't. Keep doing it this way, you keep getting the same results.
Number 2.
The Miami Heat are now the favorite to land LeBron James.
I believe I called this. I believe.
You want to take credit for this?
Last week when we were talking about it, you said you'd be surprised if it was anybody other than the Cavs and the Warriors, and I said I'd put the Heat in there for sure.
You did say that, Ben.
Yes.
I'm going to give you credit. You did say that.
Just because he's played there before, and they're building. They went and got Giannis. They're trying to build like a championship level team right now. And he's got the familiarity, you know? Because the thing with Cleveland, man, that I keep getting stuck on with him is, and these guys are both great players, but like James Harden and Donovan Mitchell are like two of our known playoff like chokers, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
You know, I just maybe it's not as fair to Donovan Mitchell. James Harden for sure.
That's his legacy.
Yes.
I mean, that is Harden's legacy.
Yes.
Incredible one-on-one player, incredible scorer. Oh, buddy, you disappear in the postseason. That's part of his story.
Yeah.
That's a big part of his story. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is where me projecting gets me in a tough spot sometimes because I'm always trying to put myself in somebody else's shoes. And then I'm always going, I just wouldn't do that. If I was really trying to go out with the documentary cameras and make this a storybook ending, I could. Once it became clear he was going to make a documentary about his last year in the NBA, I started thinking about it strictly from the documentary perspective. And from that perspective, only Cleveland and Golden State made sense to me. I know he's been to Miami, but like LeBron going back to Miami to try to get one more, like who cares? It almost feels like the one misstep in your entire career was going to Miami to try to get a championship. And on some level, you're replicating that. Why? Maybe because he's like, bro, you've never lived down there. It's amazing. Yeah, location does matter to me. I don't know if you saw me in that golf video, but I made it pretty clear I don't want to be in Milwaukee or Memphis. And what I meant by that is like, I like being in Southern California or South Beach. So location matters to me. I think we got a shot to win the whole thing. And I'm just going to spend my last year in the NBA in a place I've already been, in a place where I've won championships, with a front office I'm familiar with, a coach I'm familiar with a roster I think is good enough to compete for the championship, and I'm going to live in one of the more amazing places in the world. That's the explanation. What do you not get? And I guess when somebody said, I'd just say, okay, I can't argue with you. But when I hear, let's go out, one more shot documentary, that always felt like Cleveland in the city where it started, in the city where Bronny was born, or Golden State, the old Avengers trying to go out, get one more together. It used to be, Steph would beat LeBron for a title. LeBron would beat Steph for a title. Now they team up to try to get one more together. That's a documentary. That made sense to me. I guess this can too, if it goes this way, Miami, but it just always made less sense to me.
Yeah, and how would you feel if he does end up choosing Miami? How do you feel if you're a Cavs fan and a LeBron fan, in that area? Because it, in a sense, is, again, the choices between us and them, and you're choosing them.
It's just, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you are quite literally, once again, picking Miami over Cleveland.
Yeah.
That is the one place, not the one place, but the biggest place where you had a misstep in your career. And that's what you're going to do again? I mean, baby. Obviously, this won't hurt like that. No, completely different. But still, the point still stands. It's still you picking them over us. I would just go to Cleveland. That's the place where the statue's going to be someday. I would. That's what I would have done. But that's me. That's me. That's what I would have done. I'm not LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to let him do whatever he wants to do. But just to hammer home this point, at Kalshi right now, Miami is listed as having a 46% chance.
Wow.
To land him. It was up around 50 earlier, down to 46 now. Cleveland is at 30%. Golden State is at 15%.
It actually, the more I think about it, the more it just does make. Obviously, Pat Riley's such a big voice. LeBron respects Pat Riley, and frankly, is Spo the best coach LeBron's ever played for?
Yes.
Yeah, and so, and that early on, early in their Miami tenure, there was the rift, and they got past that and won championships, right. And so, I do wonder if those things just all factor in. And, dude, listen, I don't know what the hell they're going to do about guard, but, LeBron, Giannis, and Bam, that's some power, dude.
They're big.
Yeah.
I don't know how much shooting you got on the court, but you're big.
Yeah.
Yeah. These markets can go all over the place.
Yeah.
But as of this moment, 11:04 a.m. Central on July 20th, 2026, in the betting markets and predictive markets, it does appear that the Miami Heat are now the favorite to land LeBron James once again.
Number 3.
Caitlin Clark made history this weekend, 45 points and 10 assists. And it comes in a 110-107 victory over Seattle and allowed her to become the first person in WNBA history to ever have 45 points and 10 assists in the same basketball game. This is your chance to be an old white man complimenting Caitlin Clark on camera. Go ahead if you want to.
Well, I was watching the game, and she was pretty damn dominant. It was good stuff. I mean, I can't argue with that. It was good stuff. I mean, dude, we had people we've had people saying she's not even the best player on her own team. Like, why are we giving her so much? Well, that's why we give her so much credit. Is that performance right there? I'm
not going to say anything. I don't want to be another old white man on camera talking about Caitlin Clark positively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you do this.
Okay. Gladly. She's awesome.
Go ahead. Say it.
She's awesome. Great for the league. Just a superstar. You can't argue. I mean, that was theater.
Kyra, get me out of this.
Yeah, that was theater.
Get me out of this.
No, just leave him there. That was theater. I speak for both of us when I say that was theater. She's awesome.
I don't want to be on camera right now. I'm not going to be on camera with you complimenting Caitlin Clark.
Stop.
This is what the WNBA has done. We're now in a situation where if I come on here and tell you, man, Caitlin Clark was awesome, I'm just another old white man talking great about Caitlin Clark. Put me on Fox News, all right? But she was awesome. But I don't want to tell you that. Do you know if my kids came to me and said, hey, Dad, can I get a Caitlin Clark jersey? I would say no, just because I wouldn't want them to be two little white kids walking around in Caitlin Clark jerseys because of what it associates with now.
That's crazy.
That's where we're at with it.
That's outrageous.
That is, honest, hand to heart. It might be outrageous. It is true. Because I would think if my little white kids walking around in a Caitlin Clark jersey in Mississippi, they're going to assume certain things about them. And I just don't want them to assume it.
That's crazy.
So
I will buy my kid a Caitlin Clark jersey tomorrow.
Well, of course you will. You went to the Great American
I did not go to that. I was just there at the same time that was happening.
I'm surprised
I was just there at the same time.
I'm surprised there aren't pictures of you walking around the Great American Fair in a Caitlin Clark jersey.
No, I was annoyed as hell at the Great American Fair. I was pissed off. It ruined my day in D.C. I'm anti-Great American Fair.
Did you see people in Caitlin Clark jerseys at the Great American Fair storming the Capitol?
No, it was mainly like affliction shirts and American flag shorts.
Do you know I have a favorite concert shirt that I do not wear because it has an American flag on it? And now I assume that people, if you walk around with American flag, like they co-opted the American flag. Why can't I wear the American flag?
I will.
I know you will.
Although there's also like I think it's kind of like this is gonna sound real old white guy. It's wearing the American flag is not like it's kind of disrespectful in a sense.
You think so?
You're not supposed to drape yourself in the flag.
Ah, you nerd. Who cares?
I do have an American flag shirt.
I do not wear the flag out of respect for the flag. I don't wear the flag because
people have hijacked the American flag.
The flag has been hijacked.
Bro, I'll wear the hell out of some American flag gear. Proudly.
I know you will, but then I'm going to assume a lot of stuff about you.
You can't hijack that from me.
It's been hijacked. You hijacked it.
I didn't hijack nothing.
You're the one who took it. You grew your beard and you took the flag.
No, dude.
And now if I just walk in at a gas station in Mississippi with an American flag shirt on, you know what people are going to think about me? Oh, you're one of them. I don't want to be one of them.
That's crazy.
I want to go have lunch at Tamboli's.
That's crazy, dude.
You know? I don't want to be one of them.
No,
but you see,
crazy.
Imagine me in my American flag shirt, my Tesla. Well, what are you going to think about me then? Huh? And now I got my kids in my Caitlin Clark jerseys. What are you going to think about me then?
That's outrageous. That's outrageous. That's an outrageous way of thinking. You wear your American flag shirt proud. Okay.
What if I wear some American flag shorts with a Caitlin Clark jersey?
Let's go.
That's the most white American thing you could do right now.
I disagree, but that's fine.
This is where we're at in the WNBA. I can't even celebrate Caitlin Clark without you thinking I need to go get a third job at Outkick.com. All right? That's where we're at. Meantime, here's the only two things I know about the WNBA this weekend. Caitlin Clark had a historically unprecedented performance, and a coach had to apologize for saying something crazy about Angel Reese. Every story's like this.
She did inch closer to our Atlanta dream. They're tied in the standings right now. Yeah, they're going for that 5th seed. Yep.
It's an interesting weekend in the WNBA.
It could, but It's not out of the realm of possibility that we could see an Angel Reese Caitlin Clark playoff matchup. That could happen.
Wow.
That we could see that in the first round potentially.
Man, that's going to be A block material on cable news.
We could see that. We could see that potentially.
Oh, it would really be. It'd be on cable news. They bring Carrie Champion on CNN to talk about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in the playoffs. 100%.
Well, I thought it was a great performance.
It was a great performance.
Discourse aside, I enjoyed it and happy for her.
It was a great performance. But if I say it,
you can say it all you want.
I
You
don't
can
think
wear
I
your
can.
American flag shirt all you want. It's no big deal. It's no big deal at all. People aren't allowed to hijack the American flag.
It's happened.
I'm allowed to love my country and wear an American flag
And you know
shirt,
what else you took? You know what else you took? Freedom.
Stop saying you. Stop saying you.
You know what else you took? Freedom.
No, I did not.
Y'all love to talk about your freedom.
Stop saying y'all. It's not me.
Y'all always talking about your freedom, and now I don't feel like I can talk about my freedom. Now I feel like if I talk about how much I like freedom, I sound like you.
All right, are we done here on Caitlin?
So now I can't even listen to all the things.
Look what it's done to us. Look at what this has done to us.
Look at all the things I can't even do anymore. I can't wear the American flag. I can't get a Caitlin Clark jersey for my kids.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm uncomfortable. Can we just move on from this?
And you took freedom from me.
I did. I've not taken anything.
I spent much of my life very pleased with my freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys took that word and started putting it everywhere.
Not you
It's like
guys.
freedom this and freedom that, freedom fries. And
Not you
now
guys.
I feel like if I go, man, I love my freedom, I feel like I sound like a nerd. Like, shut up about your freedom, nerd. That you hijacked the word freedom from me. I lost my flag, freedom, and the ability to support Caitlin Clark.
Disagree.
You guys have ruined this for me.
Hard disagree. Agree to disagree.
Hope you enjoyed your little American fare.
Okay. Thanks. I did not go
Number
inside.
4.
Didn't go inside. These sound exactly like a Capitol
No,
stormer.
they wouldn't let us
You
bring
sound exactly like a Capitol stormer. That's what they say. Yeah, I was there, but I didn't go inside. That's what they say.
because they were like, you can't bring water bottles inside. I was like, what? They wouldn't let us bring our water bottles inside. I didn't try to go in. We were trying to go through.
Are you ready?
We were trying to go through.
If I was an attorney, here's what I would say. Mr. Doyle,
It was blocking off everything.
how did you realize you can't take water bottles into the Great American Fair? That's a question. You have to answer it.
We were trying to go through the fair.
You were trying to enter the fair.
to go
You were
through
trying
it
to enter the fair.
so we didn't have to walk a mile and a half around the fair to get to the Washington Monument.
You were attempting to enter the Great American Fair. Yes or no?
Yes.
I rest my case. Your witness. Your witness. Your witness.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us bring our water bottles through. It was so stupid.
Wow.
Anyways, I was anti that whole thing. Yeah, it ruined the aesthetic. It really, really, truly did. Okay, what's next?
Jordan Clarkson and Travis Scott were involved in an incident in a New York City nightclub this weekend. Did you hear about this?
Travis Scott, star of the Odyssey. He's only in it for like maybe 5 minutes.
That's enough. About 5 minutes is all I need of Travis Scott.
Okay.
If you want to know the truth, about 5 minutes is all I need of Travis Scott.
What happened?
He was in the club. And you ain't going to believe what happened to Travis Scott in the club. This is crazy. Travis Scott's in the club. It's bananas. And somebody started videoing him.
Okay. That makes sense. He's famous.
So he threw a bottle at him.
Damn.
He's got a short temper. He's got a short fuse, I think, Travis Scott.
Wait, so where does Jordan Clarkson factor into all this?
He just happened to be there and seemed like he might have got hit by the bottle. He he sort of like got caught up.
So this wasn't a see now there's some context here because I feel like this wasn't oh my God, it's Travis Scott, let's take a photo. This feels like somebody was like maybe trolling or something like that.
Okay. We're at Zero Bond. A man was allegedly filming Travis Scott chatting with another attendee inside the New York City hotspot when Travis allegedly confronted him. We're told members of Travis's entourage then allegedly began throwing bottles, and then Jordan Clarkson jumped in to try to de-escalate the situation, but both were ultimately removed from the venue.
Oh, so maybe this wasn't a Travis Scott versus Jordan Clarkson thing?
Oh, I think it wasn't.
It was.
I think it was not.
Oh, it was not. It was not Travis versus
I think
Jordan.
Travis Scott and Jordan Clarkson might have been on the same team.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think Jordan Clarkson was there. Jordan Clarkson tried to be peacemaker. Imagine two fellas get into a fight on a basketball court, and then another basketball player runs over there and gets right in the middle of it. Sounds like that's what Jordan Clarkson was trying to do.
Okay.
At this point, though, allegedly, Travis Scott's entourage were throwing bottles. I think if I ever had an entourage, the first thing I'd tell them is like, hey, guys, no matter what, we're not throwing bottles tonight. No matter what.
Yeah, that's.
I just feel like nothing good's
expensive.
What good's going to come of it? What good's going to come of it? Has a thrown bottle ever led to something good? So then what are we doing? Right?
Yeah.
Right. If there's no scenario where this ends well, what are we getting involved in this with?
Yeah.
Saw a story with Adam Sandler over the week. It's crazy how I just I just look at just things just pop into my phone. Adam Sandler's telling a story about Chris Farley. He said Chris Farley was going to beat up David Spade one day.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're all buddies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently Farley had like a crazy temper. Like they tell these stories like, and isn't Farley so funny? And I'm like, no, that sounds crazy. That sounds like crazy. Like he was really going to beat up David Spade. Like that sounds nutty. Like you shouldn't have to talk your friends out of beating up your other friends all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
We've all been there. But
yeah, but like it should happen twice at most.
Yeah, right.
At some point, if I have to talk you out of beating up my other friends constantly, it's like, all right, we got to split up.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to split up. This is crazy. So they talk about Chris Farley all the time, like, and Farley was the best. And then like 2 seconds later, they'll tell a story about how he doesn't sound like he's the best at all. Anyway, he's going to beat up David Spade. Adam Sandler was like, I'm trying to just level with this crazy person. And he said, why are you going to hit him? Why are you going to hit David? He's like, if you knock him out, you're going to look like a jerk because you're big and he's little and y'all are supposed to be friends. And it's going to come out, Chris Farley knocked out David Spade and you're going to look like an asshole. All right? On the off chance you don't knock out David Spade, like he gets you, well then you're the guy who got beat up by David Spade. You look like the P word. So like there's no good outcome for you. So what are we doing? I feel the same way about throwing a bottle. What's the win?
There's not one. No one wins.
Even if you, like, I'm assuming you're throwing it at somebody. Even if you connect, you know what you got? A lawsuit. That's it. The best case scenario is a lawsuit. The worst case is people just wondering what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
But you can Google Travis Scott and clubs and incidents, and they just pop up all the time.
Damn.
He has a hard time. He seems to have a hard time just relaxing, just being cool. I feel like Travis Scott's friends probably know. Yeah, we're going out with Travis tonight. Buckle up.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I've seen him fight on a yacht.
I've seen that too.
I see just like a bunch of videos of Travis Scott just being in the middle of chaos.
Yeah.
Not to mention the whole Astroworld thing where like a bunch of people died and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that too. Damn.
You know? Maybe he needs just to... I mean, I guess if I was Travis Scott, I'd be out living life just like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I guess I would. But if I were advising Travis Scott, I'd tell him to calm down a little bit.
I would too.
I'd say calm down a little bit and tell your entourage. Like at your next entourage meeting, I imagine they have entourage meetings.
I would think so.
At the next entourage meeting, I'd just be like, hey, guys, no matter what happens, look, I don't want to be videoed in the club. That's the other thing, though. Don't you have to just sort of, on a base level, I'm Travis Scott, I'm going out tonight.
You're famous. People are going to pull their cameras out.
People are going to point their cameras at me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It hurt worse if they didn't.
I think so.
It hurt worse if they didn't. So if it would hurt you if nobody pulled their cameras out, but also hurts you when people pull their cameras out, what are you looking for in life?
Good question.
I don't have the answers.
Number 5.
The Odyssey has opened to huge numbers. Biggest opening weekend for a Christopher Nolan film of all time. I believe the number is at 264.1 million. I think some of that money previously belonged to you.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you went to see The Odyssey this weekend.
I sure did.
Review it for me.
So epic. Just beyond epic.
Epic filmmaking?
Epic filmmaking. It was just so good. You have high hopes going into the thing, and that's the best. When you have high hopes going into a movie and it just delivers, like, there's no better feeling. And this did. It was just so great. Like, yeah, that's all. I mean, the performances are all great. It's long. It's epic. Just obviously looks incredible. The score's great. It was so good, man. I want to go see it again. Like, I want to. It's one of those movies where you see it and you're like, damn, I just like I experienced this whole thing, and now I want to just like go back and watch it again so I can like try to dissect it, because you're just like on a ride the whole time. It was so good.
Are you 3 hours long?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like a 3 hour long movie.
This does not feel like it.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
No.
Never bored.
No, never bored. You just want to, and that's the cool thing is like, you probably kind of know at least like a Cliff Notes version of the story going into it, and you still want to see what happens. That's how you know it's good filmmaking.
I saw Christopher Nolan, I think, speaking on this.
Mm-hmm.
He said, some people are critical of making a film where they already know the ending.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I mean, once you've seen Citizen Kane once, you already know the ending. You're never going to watch it again.
Right.
Once you've seen anything, once you've like,
Mm-hmm.
he was just like, I'm not as, history tells us that doesn't matter. And to me, it just does not matter.
Yeah. It's, it'll be interesting. Like, I'll be interested to see how much money this makes overall. I think it's still going to do well for the next couple of weeks. Spider-Man comes out in like a week, so you're going to get some big competition. But I think it's going to get a ton of Oscar nominations. It's for sure.
Is our buddy Matt Damon, who kind of looks like Brad
great.
Pitt?
Odysseus, yeah, he was really great. I mean, he carries the movie, man. He's the guy. And he's just awesome in it.
He's doing all this press now, so I randomly saw an interview with him. Do you see this clip where he's talking about Memphis?
No.
Okay, so yeah, it's a neat little clip. I guess this is after Good Will Hunting, so they've sort of made it a little bit, but he still wasn't like A-list. I can get any job I want.
Right.
And he's like, I get a call from my agent. And he says, they never in the clip mention exactly what film it is, but other people piece it together. He's clearly talking about The Rainmaker, John Grisham.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And he says, I get a call from my agent. And he said, my agent said, where you at? What are you doing? And he said, they're reading in Memphis right now for this part. He said, I want to be clear to you. I don't think you're going to get the part. It's like, I'd put it at like 5% chance you'll get this part. In part because the other person going to Memphis to read for this is Edward Norton. And Edward Norton was just coming off of, I think, Primal Fear.
Okay.
And it was like, at that time, Matt Damon was like, at that time, like, he was like, I love Edward Norton, and like Ed and I are tight and whatever.
They're in rounders, they're
but
buddies.
he's like, at the time, Edward Norton was like, just at a different place, And so my agent was like, can you hop on a plane and get to Memphis to read for this part? But I don't want you to go in there with false expectations. It's probably going to Edward Norton. He's reading for it too. And he was like, whatever, I'm just got to go get in the room. And he flew to Memphis, just like that. Just literally bought a plane ticket, got on, boom, flew to Memphis, read for the part, got it.
Is the connect, because some of that movie probably takes place in Memphis, because a lot of Grisham stuff does. It's got to be the connection.
I don't remember the film at all.
I don't really either. I mean, I know like John Grisham's like a local. Is he from Memphis? He actually lived down the street from my mama in Arkansas years ago.
So they turned it into a television show too?
I think it was, yeah.
The Rainmaker, 1997. So Rudy Baylor, who is the Matt Damon character, is a recent graduate of Memphis State University Law School.
Yeah, I figured there was connection. Like a lot of the Grisham novels have the Memphis
He takes
connection.
a job at a Memphis bar where he meets the bar's owner, who is a ruthless but successful ambulance chase. I have no recollection of this movie other than it existed.
Yep.
But he was reading for that part.
Yep.
And he got it, obviously.
Yep.
He got it. But anyway, it started with, can you get on a plane tomorrow and fly to Memphis? You know this. I don't know if everybody knows this. John Grisham went to high school with my mother.
Really? I don't know if you told me that.
1970. This is the way I understand the story. 1973 is the first graduating class at South Haven High School. My mother and father were both in that class, 1973. Also in that class, John Grisham. If I remember correctly, it was like John was maybe class president and my mom was vice president, something like that. They were friends. Like, this is a real thing in my life. Mr. John's coming over for a cookout or something like that when I was like a kid, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know.
Yeah.
Mr. John's coming over, Mr. John, that's all I knew him as. My parents' friend, my parents went to high school with, Mr. John, right? And you got to remember, my parents had me when I think they were 22. So at this time, they're maybe like 27, 28, 29 years old. Like, this is a time where you still might have real connections with high school friends in ways that you might not later in life. It's like Mr. John, Mr. John, Mr. John. And then it was like, Mr. John wrote a book. Okay, neat. Whatever. I didn't even know what that meant. And then it was like, it was The Firm.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Mr. John. They're turning Mr. John's book into a movie, and Tom Cruise is going to be in it.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, what's going on now? This is kind of nutty. So, and then we lost touch.
Yeah.
I lost touch with Mr. John.
Yeah, and then they obviously shot, I think they shot that whole movie here, The Firm. Evan was saying in the chat, they shot a lot of The Rainmaker here too, because the Grisham novels have the Memphis Connect. So
right. The Firm was on TV randomly. Like, I just sort of stumbled into it within the past year or so, and I just sort of left it on.
Dude, that was such. I'm a kid.
That was a huge deal.
I'm a little kid when that came out, but
like, Tom Cruise basically living here was a big deal.
That was a big deal at the time. He's like the big movie star. Like, that was a huge deal.
And you'd hear all these stories.
City.
Like, I would have friends. I remember people saying, like, we drove over. They were shooting in East Memphis and like, you know, off of Walnut Grove or something, and like wherever his home was in The Firm, like, was wherever it was, and people would go there and you could like see a film set, and that was a neat thing for people. You know, it wasn't a normal thing to see in Memphis, Tennessee.
Right.
So yeah, that was anyway.
The Odyssey was great, man. Highly recommend everybody go check it out. I think it really delivers on the expectations that it had set for itself. So.
Okay, I have a real FOMO about it. I wanted to go see it this weekend, but I didn't want to go see it without my wife. She was out of town.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. But now I'm going out of town.
Yeah.
So now, like, I think the earliest we could possibly see it together would be Friday.
Okay.
Is that okay, or is that waiting too long?
No, I think you're good.
You think it's okay?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm glad, like, it is just universally loved, because before it came out, people were getting caught up on, I don't know what people get caught up on.
Casting decisions.
That kind of stuff,
yeah.
right?
I think that was one of those fake internet outrage things that wasn't real life.
Well, I saw like they asked Christopher Nolan about it, and he was like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I don't. Yeah. People are upset about something they haven't seen. I don't know how you. I can't pretend it bothers me. I don't love it. Like, all of this stuff is very stress inducing.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be bothered by people being outraged about something they quite literally haven't seen.
So I thought this was cool. He was asked about, because we just talked about Travis Scott, and Travis Scott has like a really small role in the movie where he's like kind of, in a way, setting up the story. And they're asked, well, why? Because he's not like an actor, really. Like, why'd you have Travis Scott in this role? And he said, because everything back then is spoken word, right? Like back in back in that time, And he said that the closest thing we have now in mainstream to like spoken word is hip hop, and so that was kind of the connection there. And like when you see that scene, you're like, oh yeah, that makes complete sense that he would think that. Yeah. I thought it was really good, man. And yeah, like you said, like I think that stuff was all just trying to draw up some outrage that clearly was not there because everyone went to go see this movie.
Everybody who sees it loves it. I mean, I have genuinely have not seen one person tweet or post otherwise about it and say anything other than that was amazing. I haven't even heard the other side.
Right.
Like I don't know, or it was too long, or whatever I didn't like the dialogue, or Matt Damon. I just have it's just been like, oh, that was great. Everybody's just like, that was great. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Got to.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right, be back with Carryout.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
What do you bring to the table? Like, you want people to describe Kareem Lopez, the basketball player. What do you want to hear?
I feel like I'm just a winning player, you know, someone that's going to contribute to winning, a competitor, you know, a high IQ player, you know, someone that's going to play the right way. And yeah, like I said, like the first thing I said, just contribute to winning.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
Monday, we're giving you a chance to win free Sonic. Just hit the link pinned in the YouTube chat to enter for a Sonic gift card. Jump into the chat, hang with us, and maybe even eat free Sonic 2. That's in the chat every Monday. Free Sonic up for grabs. Let's do carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
Cam Scatterbo, New York Giants running back, has addressed his less than perfect backflip.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, he was trying to do a backflip for some reason at Fanatics Fest.
Yeah.
How you feel about Fanatics Fest? It feels weird to me.
Okay, so it's just what are they doing? It's just like
you go. Best I can tell,
yeah.
a bunch of famous people are there, and then you can go there and be around them and take pictures of them and stuff if you want to spend a lot of money to do that.
Well, that's cool.
Is it?
Well, I saw LeBron did like a Q&A. I guess they got a bunch of star power. I guess
sit through a Q&A and stuff, but like I would feel weird. And I know my kids would love to go. They would think it's the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But like, all right, guys, we're here. Now we're going to stand in line for about 20 minutes to get a picture with Jalen Brunson. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go over here and spend another $400 and stand in line to get a picture with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go. And it just, I don't know. Like, I think it's cool to have pictures if you like see Darren Peterson at St. Elmo. But to pay admission to go somewhere and then pay money to just stand next to somebody for 10 seconds and get a picture, a photo, that seems weird to me. I don't know if I would enjoy that. In fact, I'm confident I would. you would do it.
Maybe.
I know you wouldn't spend your money, but if I just gave you the money, I said, here's $2,000.
Yeah.
Go to Fanatics Fest.
If you get, yeah. If I had the money, I'd go do it.
I would feel uncomfortable the whole time. I don't think I'd like to do that.
Okay.
But
to each their own.
To each their own. It's clearly working. This guy who owns the thing's
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
clearly working.
Yeah.
All right. So, Cam Scattaboo's there. And for reasons that aren't entirely clear to me, other than he just does stuff like this, he decided to do a backflip.
Yep.
And he didn't stick the landing, as they say. Simone Biles, not impressed. All right. And as you know, he's coming off surgery.
Oh, yeah. He broke his ankle.
So, what Giants fans saw, and I'm certain the front office too, is a video of their running back coming off of a surgically repaired ankle.
Was it his ankle or his knee? I think it was his ankle. I'll find out.
Yeah, you do all the research. Yeah, season-ending ankle injury.
Yeah.
So he's got a surgically repaired ankle, and he's now backflipping and landing awkwardly, and that's not good for anybody. Well, Cam Scattaboo, he's got some words for you. And here's his words.
What's that?
He said, I've been doing backflips since I was like 4 years old, so it's natural to me. Doesn't look natural. Didn't look natural. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I will not hurt myself before the season. That's a promise.
Well, it's interesting because I think there's some debate. Would he even potentially be ready for the season coming back from this
Not
injury?
if he keeps landing like that. He said, what happened was, I don't know if you guys know WWE or not, those floors are bouncy. So when I took off, I was midair like, holy cow, I'm not going to land this. I'm way too high. Landed, but it had too much cushion. It wasn't a stiff, firm ground. So that's why I kind of like went back, safely landed, got back up, was good to go. So nothing came of that. I'm perfectly fine. Nothing happened. We're good. He said we're good.
Okay. I'll take him for his word.
He said people think I'm brain dead.
Well,
the
shoe fits.
I mean, you're not conducting yourself in a way that would.
That is hilarious that he said that.
He said
people think I'm brain dead. Well, Cam?
He said, people think I'm a brain dead kind of guy. It is what it is. You know, you could go out of your way to make people think you're less brain dead. But you don't do that. You keep headbutting brick walls and stuff. Like, you keep doing things that make people go.
I like Scattaboo. I do.
I think
he's fun.
He seems.
I don't think he's brain dead.
But he's gonna be.
Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Give it 20 years.
He's a fun dude, man.
Yeah, up until he
let him do his backflips.
Yeah, you ain't the one.
Be careful on that ankle.
You ain't the one gonna have to feed him mashed potatoes in 20 years.
Medicine's gonna advance so far by then.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's gonna be all right.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope
he's
so.
Gonna be good.
What do you make of it? So he's like on a WWE, and then Tom Brady's like doing something with Logan Paul.
Why did Logan Paul flip off Tom Brady?
Because Tom Brady slapped him in clearly a wrestling bit thing, and then Tom Brady got out of a coffin like he's the Undertaker.
What? I missed all of this.
Yeah, and again, me projecting. This is where I get myself in bad spot. But I swear to God, if I looked like Tom Brady and had Tom Brady's money, I just wouldn't be doing fake wrestling bits, I don't think. I think I'd just be. It feels like Tom Brady does a lot of stuff that if I were Tom Brady, I just wouldn't do.
I think it's just, it's hard for these guys to let go of the spotlight.
That must be something.
Yes.
Because I'm looking at that, I'm going like, Tom Brady, you could be with Alex Earl. And instead you're in a coffin doing a wrestling bit. Why? And maybe it's just.
It's hard to let go of the spotlight.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I guess
I need to catch up on wrestling. Damn, I'm missing out.
I don't know anything that's going on in wrestling. Well, no. You didn't see Jalen Brunson, Roman Reigns, all this stuff?
I did see that.
Yeah, that was good. That was actually good.
That was good.
Just the visual of Jalen Brunson and Roman Reigns with the ones up in the middle of Madison Square Garden is kind of a cool thing.
It was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I was in on that.
Yep.
I'm less in on the Tom Brady wrestling stuff. But you know what? It's none of my business.
Yeah.
It's none of my business.
Okay.
What's today's biggest game?
WNBA.
All right, what's going on?
What do you mean what's going on? Aces in the Tempo playing at Coca-Cola Coliseum in Toronto. The Toronto Tempo. How you feel about the Toronto Tempo?
They're cool.
You don't know nothing about the Toronto Tempo.
No, they're not very good. I mean,
When did they pop up? When did we start letting them play?
This is their inaugural season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we let them in.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, they got an Asia Wilson problem tonight, bro.
Yeah, they do.
You got an Asia Wilson problem tonight. Oh, everybody want to be the Toronto Tempo up until you got an Asia Wilson problem.
Yep.
Now you got an Asia Wilson problem. 11.5-point favorite, Las Vegas on the road. Totals 181.5 inside Coca-Cola Coliseum. How you going to act?
11.5 is such a big number.
It's a
I feel
big
like
number.
I have to take the Aces. Like, it feels like it's begging you to take the Tempo here. Like 11.5.
I ain't taking no Toronto Tempo.
No, we're going Aces here.
Yeah, Asia Wilson.
Yeah,
Here's
big
what I know. I want to get too sophisticated with you. Here's what I know. One team has Asia Wilson and the other one doesn't.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the team that's got Asia Wilson.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
Lay in 11.5. Tip is at 7. You can watch it tonight on Peacock.
What are we watching on TV?
I finished Widow's Bay.
Yeah, man.
I loved it.
So good.
It really is.
Yep.
Already been renewed for season 2. Did you know that?
I didn't. And, I wonder if that... I'm in, but it's one of those where you gotta keep delivering and keep it fresh, because like that could have been great just as a limited series.
Sure.
Yeah.
But got a nice twist.
Yep.
Got a nice twist.
It did. Yep.
And I don't think I realized this before I started watching it. The star is Matthew Rhys, who was in The Americans.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans, one of the great TV shows of this century, if not all time. This is getting 98% approval on Rotten Tomatoes, so everybody loves it. Got it nominated for a bunch of Emmys and all that stuff last week, I guess. A lot of the episodes are directed by Hiro Murai. Hiro Murai. Do you know this guy? I recognize the name. He did a bunch of episodes of Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I loved Atlanta. And as I was watching this, there's the one episode where they flash back, 200 years, 300 years.
That might have been my favorite episode. Of the whole
where
series.
Betty Gilpin is starring in it.
Yep.
I love Betty Gilpin.
Yep.
So as Atlanta was wrapping up, they would do that every once in a while. It would just be like a flashback, independent, like the characters you're used to in Atlanta, they're not even in this episode.
Yeah.
And that's what that felt like. And I was like, oh, this reminds me of Atlanta a little bit. And then I stumbled into this. It's the same director.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So anyway, if you're looking, people every once in a while are like, hey, what's a good show to watch? Widow's Bay, starring Matthew Rhys. Terrific. 10 episodes. Every episode is like 38 to 56 minutes. It's like in that range. 10 episodes. Season 1 in the books. Apple TV Plus. And season 2 has already been, they got the green light. They're ready to go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Widow's Bay. Go check it out.
What are we watching on TV?
Damn it, I almost made it.
What's
It's
the
harder than it
best
looks.
thing we've read?
It's harder than it looks, Bennett. That's what I tell people when I see them. They're like, man, those buttons in Bennett, man, that's a fight every day. I say it's harder than it looks. Gotta be.
It is.
There's no, it looks simple, but it never goes perfectly. Gotta be harder than it looks. Over at CBSSports.com, Matt Snyder's got his MLB power rankings up. You're not going to believe this. The Dodgers are number 1.
Okay.
But the Brewers are number 2. I'm going to tell you a story about the Brewers.
What's going on with them?
Oh, I'm about to tell you what's going on with them. Brewers are number 2, followed by the Cubs, Braves, and the Rays. Your Orioles are 18th.
Oh, God.
And my New York Mets are down to 25, despite having a $350 million payroll.
Oof.
They are 25th in the power rankings. They stink.
Yeah.
Despise them.
That's tough.
Anyway, you can read that at CBSSports.com.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Okay. I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Let me tell you a story. I think I might have told you this story, but I don't think I've told this story into this microphone.
What's going on?
This is a neat story. Can I tell you a story?
Yep.
So, Brian Anderson. You probably know him from NBA games on TNT and, be like, and here's the Bucks, Knicks from Madison Square Garden. Here's Brian Anderson, and then Jim Jackson, however you want to do it, right? Brian Anderson, play-by-play guy, big-time guy. Into golf, does play-by-play. He's also the play-by-play TV guy for the Milwaukee Brewers. So national stuff for Turner, TNT, but then Brewers broadcast in Milwaukee, right? It's like the Pete Pranica of the Brewers, but also does NBA games for TNT. See, TNT loses its NBA contract. Turner does, right? That's why Inside the NBA moves to ESPN because Turner no longer has the NBA. So, as I understand it, Turner had told all their people, like, "Hey, listen, we're not going to have the NBA, but we're going to keep you, we're going to keep you employed. We're going to keep you working. It's fine. We got college basketball." And they had an enhanced package of college basketball, like Big East games. And so Brian Anderson started doing college basketball games this past year because they're not doing NBA anymore. So he'd be like on a St. John's game or a UConn game, but he's doing college basketball for the first time in a while, I believe. And in prep for this, as I understand the story, he starts listening to a college basketball podcast. Happens to be the Eye on College Basketball podcast.
Nice.
So he's just listening to the CBS Sports Eye on College Basketball podcast. And he picks up on that the host is from Memphis. And because he worked in the NBA and also follows golf, worked in golf, and he's gonna be aware of who Chris Vernon is because of the Ringer NBA podcast and the Masters updates. So he and Chris know each other. And so he texts Vernon, like this is like last November, like right at the beginning of the season. And he's like, "Hey, start listening to this college basketball podcast because I'm doing college basketball now. I just told Vernon all the same stuff I just told you." And he's like, "And this host is from Memphis. You know this guy, Gary Parrish?" Vernon's like, "Yes, I know Gary Parrish." Like, of course. He's like, "And I gather from the podcast, listening to it, he like loves the Mets and is into golf." And Vernon's like, yeah, that's my guy. Next thing I know, we're in a group text. Brian Anderson's like, "July 20th, 21st, 22nd. Why don't you guys come up? Mets Brewers. And we'll play golf every day. So we'll play Whistling Straits one day, Aaron Hills one day, Blue Mountain one day. We'll go to Mets Brewers." Now, this is before I knew the Mets were going to stink. So anyway, here we are. So me and Vernon are flying to Milwaukee today after he's done with his show. And then we're going to play golf and go to Mets Brewers. So Jacob Mizorowski, who's the guy at those 105.
Yep.
Cy Young award leader right now. They had skipped a start because of some arm fatigue, but they're bringing him back after the All-Star break, and he was originally scheduled to pitch tomorrow night, which is when we're going.
Nice.
And so I saw the article yesterday, and I sent it to him. I was like, "Look, and we're going to get to see Mizorowski in person. That's awesome." And Brian was like, "No, they moved him to Monday." So he's pitching tonight.
Damn.
He's pitching tonight. We're going to miss it, but we'll be there tomorrow. And the Brewers are like the hottest team in baseball right now. I just told you they're second in the power ratings now. So what's on tap for tomorrow? You tell me. Who's going to be here?
Lang's going to be here.
Lang Whitaker and Bennett Doyle are going to hold things down right here. And I'm going to be kicking it with Chris Vernon in the state of Wisconsin. Wish us luck.
Enjoy, man.
We're going to try to enjoy it.
Y'all have fun.
We're going to try to have fun. So everybody enjoy the rest of your day. I'll do my best to enjoy mine. And then you meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.
Pressure-packed moment in sports, hands down, has to be shootout in the World Cup. Because I am a casual fan of the beautiful game called football. I wanted to throw up. I wanted to throw up for all of these teams, for every kick.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO.
This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.